We're here today to announce 4 new reforms that will continue our efforts to improve county government and take aim at the structural deficit in years to come. We have to make difficult decisions in order to transform Cook County government and deliver services more effectively to our residents. Governments at every level are finding themselves having to do more with less, and Cook County is no exception. Yesterday, commissioners were faced with difficult decisions. I want to commend those who stand with me here today, and note that they include both Democrats and Republicans. We've tried in the course of my administration to work cooperatively and collaboratively with every single commissioner, regardless of their party affiliation. In our 2012 budget, we outlined the emerging structural deficit of $210 million that will occur in 2013 and that will grow to over $660 million in 2016. It's of critical importance that we continue to show financial leadership. We must continue to work to deliver services more effectively and begin to erase our structural deficit. That's why today we are launching several critical county-wide strategic reform initiatives that commissioners in my office will be working toward in the coming weeks and months. These initiatives are centralizing the management of all banking and financial relationships throughout the county in order to put accountability measures in place. By amending the Taxpayers' Interest Assurance Ordinance, we will reduce potential waste and fraud and ensure the financial security of the county's banking assets. Our Chief Financial Officer will ensure that sound investment strategies are applied to the investment of public funds so that county funds are secure and achieving the appropriate return on investment. 2, consolidating disparate, inefficient IT functions by introducing a budget amendment that moves responsibility for technology infrastructure and utility services in all county agencies and the healthcare system to a temporary transitional department in the Bureau of Technology. 3, overhauling our time management policies to root out abuse by adopting a uniform policy throughout the county. In order to ensure fairness in compensation, we will seek to eliminate instances where lunch breaks and vacation time counts toward higher rates of overtime pay for employees. 4, creating a shared services center to ensure best practices and centralized management and oversight and formalize the work that our Chief Administrative Officer, Robin Kelly, has been leading through increased collaboration between departments, agencies, and offices of the separately elected officials. The Shared Services Center will focus on consolidating high-volume and specialty printing, mail distribution services, record storage, retention and disposal, telephone operators, salvage and recycling, contracts and procurement, such as interpreter services. The groundwork for these reforms was established by our Performance Management Initiative, which helped identify areas in county government where modernizing or consolidating operations will improve services to county residents and lower costs for taxpayers. If we continue to work hard, if everyone works together as we have this past week, we can reshape county government and deliver on this commitment. Finance Committee Chairman Daley.
Thank you, Madam President. To my fellow commissioners who are with me today, standing today, as well as the various Democrats who have supported President Preckwinkle's budget. This is a new day, and it's a new day because you have an executive cooperating with all sides, both Democrats and Republicans. It says a lot about the President. In the past and throughout this county today, even throughout the state, we see an executive who's unwilling to compromise. You have to compromise. I salute the President. These goals that have been put onto the board agenda are very positive, and I look forward to working with my fellow Democrats and Republicans who are on this board.
I ask you to read the Daily Herald today, the editorial that praised the budget process and pointed out that if the federal government and the state government and the local government worked as cooperatively as we did in this process, they'd all be better off. So it's a good day. This is one step toward many we're going to have to reorganize this government and operate it more efficiently, more effectively, and more economically.
As you can see, that we have more similarities than we have differences as members of this body. And I thank the President for helping to bring some of these new, innovative, streamlining issues to light with this new budget process that we're using right now. Thanks to the Finance Chairman as well for being a leader and making sure that we get this out to the public so you, the public, will know what we're doing collectively behind the scenes to work together as a body of people and not individuals because we're divided by parties. We're more collectively trying to work together to create better structured opportunities for you, the public, to trust that we're doing the best job with the tax dollars that we're proposed to spend on your behalf. So thank you so much, Madam President, and my colleagues for doing the best job possible and helping to represent the citizens of Cook County.
I am also very proud to be here today standing with President Preckwinkle, Finance Chairman Daley, and all my colleagues, Democrats, Republicans, city, suburban, because I think that today is the beginning of a new day in terms of bringing fundamental changes to some things that might seem obvious to a lot of people. The changes that are being proposed today will bring more efficiency to the way Cook County operates, and I don't think that's a Republican or a Democratic issue. I think that's an issue that the people of our districts and our county rely upon us to subscribe to. We need to work together. As Commissioner Goslin said, the editorial in the Herald pointed out well. I would hope that we stop thinking about Republicans and Democrats, we stop thinking about city residents, suburban residents, and we start thinking of all of us in terms of a county in general. And if the state or federal government needs advice, I'm sure any of us will go out and visit with them and lecture on how to run government. Thank you.
Let me just say that I'm very proud to have been associated with her in her early moments, and I'm hoping that when we get to the outcome, that our input will be effective and give her what she is trying to bring to the County of Cook.
This is what bipartisanship looks like. I'm very proud to stand here with the President and my fellow colleagues in what we're trying to implement long overdue necessary reforms that have plagued this government. I support the efforts in achieving these economies of scale that have been long overdue in Cook County government. I pledge my cooperation in working with the President and fellow colleagues to be proactive in the implementation of these consolidations. I appreciate that we aren't resting on our laurels, and this is on the more immediate radar screen in working and progressing ahead. Thank you for the compromises that we are working towards and the common sense approaches. Thank you.
I, too, would like to stand here with my Republican and Democratic colleagues. As Commissioner Steele said, we certainly have a great more similarities than we have differences. This is truly an important moment for Cook County government. We're on the cusp of passing a bipartisan budget for the second year in a row, which reduces the overall bottom line. It also reduces headcount by nearly 1,200 people and increases accountability and transparency. The sales tax will be reduced this year, and the county is evolving into a governmental unit that looks to do business in a thoughtful and efficient manner. The packages of reforms that the President mentioned today aren't the end of the line for reform in Cook County. It sends out a message that there's bipartisan support, will ensure county government is administered in a cost-effective manner that improves service delivery and restores trust that has been lacking in the system. Rome wasn't built in a day, and reform is an ongoing process that demands fresh ideas and persistence. I commend President Preckwinkle, my colleagues that are standing here today, for their dedication in improving quality services for the people of Cook County. Thank you.